We have no public comments. Minutes. So we have minutes from May 19th.
Yeah,
And-
actually, you're the only one, you and Sir Robin's on there.
Right. So what do we do about
I
that?
don't know, that's a good question.
Do we hold it to the
Yeah,
next
maybe we
meeting?
should hold it till next meeting, yeah,
Okay.
because I'm not sure about that.
Right, we didn't have a quorum of that meeting, and two of us is not here.
Yeah,
So then we'll move on to the meeting minutes from Monday, June 9th. I was not there, but perhaps if everyone had a chance to read through.
It's a very short and efficient meeting.
Yes, that was the intent. So do we have a motion to approve the minutes from Monday, June 9th?
Yeah.
Yeah, 1 second. Okay. Any opposed? No. Okay, all right. My report, just thank you for coming out on this very steamy night. And I understand we have the air conditioning has now been turned off in here, which will keep us moving rather quickly to make sure we can get through. Just thanks for your ongoing involvement. I was hoping to have a little bit more information about the Community and Cultural Center. I was not able to be at the last meeting, but things are moving forward.
Yes, they're in there every day. They're building and working on it right now.
Okay, so it's happening.
Yeah, it is happening.
The senior center is gonna move?
No, they'll continue, because they had a whole renovation of the
Right.
center. So no, they'll continue where they are. That was like a major renovation, but there'll be, the plan is for recreational programs and to have someone to hopefully manage the space so that it can be best utilized. There'll be meeting rooms, and we hope for some sort of cafe.
Okay, but not a senior.
No.
No,
No,
it's
okay,
open
good.
for the entire community.
There was
So
no
it'll be-
place to park, and I kept thinking, what are they gonna do for parking with the senior, if the senior center moves there?
No,
no.
it'll be for all ages.
Okay.
Yeah.
But wasn't it originally gonna be a senior center?
No, it
Oh,
was
I
going to be a
thought it was.
community, for the whole community, intergenerational center. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No liaison reports, personnel, no personnel, right? Okay. The director's report, John.
The Health and Wellness Center is fine. The building's opened up, that side of the building is opened up and it's running smoothly there. Outdoor facilities are maintained, the maintenance of all the ball fields are really good. I've been to a lot of the games on Wednesday night and Sundays. The JCC uses our field on Sundays like this. And I got a couple compliments of that every time they show up, no matter what, the fields are always done and ready for them like this,
Great.
which is good. And that's good relationship because the JCC helps us out a lot, and we help them too. Tennis courts are brand new, done, and open. They look good. And there's now 4 pickleball courts, not 2. There's 4 pickleball courts, and the 2 up top are still the way they will run through the senior center programming for their programs and our programs. But the bottom ones are by a permit only. You have to have a permit to come in to use it like this and sign up like anything else. So there's no confusion where people at the same time being there.
And is there a charge for the permit or
No,
no charge?
no
They just
charge, no
come
charge
into
for the
back
permits.
office?
Just that we know who's there and we could stay out there. So somebody just show up and just gets on the court and starts playing
Right.
like this. They have to have a permit.
And is the permit something they do online, or they come into the office to do the permit?
there are.
Either one.
Either one, okay.
Yeah, most people do it online, but yeah, you can come in,
Okay.
you can do it online.
And do you have to be a Woodbridge resident to get a permit?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
But that doesn't mean that they
But
can't.
that doesn't mean anything.
Well, that means that the person that gets the permit and is playing has the permit because they're a resident and they can use the court and bring whoever they like.
Right.
Yeah.
They can have anybody that they want in their foursome or whatever.
Right.
Then the tennis courts, the summer camp. Summer camp started today. We started at 6:30 this morning. We were here setting up, getting everything ready like that. I want to kudos to the fire department. They gave us we filled our buckets with ice from the fire department. They let us fill up everything like that. We had 8 6-gallon pails out there everywhere in the fields, which was really good. And then we have 2 pails and we had somebody driving around with the car checking to make sure we had water at all times everywhere. And then we had a very good opening. Everything went smooth. It was hot, it was this, but we had the water slide. Kind of somebody moved into the water slide over the winter. But we found that stuff was on television, and it does work. Flex tape. That's like the guy paints the bottom of the boat, and they go out there, and I'm like, flex tape is excellent because it's you put it on and water doesn't touch it. Water doesn't even come off. So we had a big thing, and we have 4 little pools and 1 little pond set up there. But even though with all that, that's all we have. And we only have 1 line of water, 1 line coming out. So if something happens, we're dead in the water on a day like tomorrow. So that's why.
I just have a question when you're done.
That's why tomorrow we have canceled recreation like this, and a lot of programs have. And today there were some cancellations for programs.
And you said this is the first time in 61 years?
61 years. 1964 was the year we started camp, and this is the first time we ever had to not have camp. And we didn't do it ourselves. Because of the weather. We called the state, our medical staff called the state like this, doctor, and they recommended that tomorrow, like all days, do not have kids out there more than 20 minutes.
So my question is, on rainy days, what do you do?
Same thing that the gentleman that called us today about rainy days, we come inside.
So why wouldn't you come inside tomorrow?
Tomorrow, because we have no air conditioning inside. And the air temperature there, we have a smaller area.
So just in this room, there's air conditioning?
This is it, just this one room.
Got it.
And then our other rooms. The gym doesn't have it, the hallways don't have it up there and everything. So
Got it.
that's the reason why.
So you don't even have a cool room to keep people.
And the other thing is, we don't have, if we had a pool, whenever we've had hot days like this before, but we put 4, 5, 6 groups in the pool, and Teresa would call 2 more lifeguards. And then I'm a lifeguard, Joe Michael's a lifeguard, we have 5 people. We'd have 9 lifeguards in there with 4 groups, with that many kids. But we don't have it anymore.
Right.
That's where they are.
Got it.
Okay. The financial report is in there.
Oh, and just, everyone's been notified, as we were saying.
Oh, I'm sorry, yes, everybody was notified. This was brought before the town. I brought it over to the town before I do anything through them. They had it put on the town website, they went on this, they emailed, and John emailed everybody like that. But up there, it also was put on television. We put it on our television channel like news that we will not be open, and they have it on the radio station for that. And then tomorrow morning, just in case somebody didn't get it or something like that, maybe they're away or something, I'll be out here in the morning directing people that week for not having camp.
Do we still have a Facebook page that it's also posted on?
Yeah, I think Allison put it on there.
Okay,
Yeah,
terrific.
that's what I said at the
Yeah,
time.
okay,
That's what
perfect,
they
thank
did.
you.
Okay.
Oh, how many people signed up for camp this year?
Oh, about 150 so far. But usually at the beginning, it's like that because school ended and people go away.
Right,
And then the 3rd and 4th week, we start getting tons of kids.
okay.
And we still have with the Woodbridge Club, their bus comes here, and anybody that leaves here, and then they go directly to the Woodbridge Club, it's picked up right here. And we have 2 counselors that go on the bus with them from here, who also work there.
Okay,
So they leave and go
So
with
that'd
them.
be perfect.
So
Great.
it works out great.
okay, good. Sorry, I kind of interrupted your thought onto.
Yeah, we're in June, we're at 92%, we're at 92%, which is right on target. We always catch up at the end because basically our spending is right now. Our big spending is summer camp in the beginning of the year like this. So we spend about 60% of our budget right off the top, and then we coast out through the entire year and slowly catch up. And it's end of May and just June left with a 92%, 7.75% left in the budget, which is fine for us.
Any budget questions?
To compare it to last year we were at 85% at this time and not 92. But we had to hire more people this time to set up for camp and everything like that because our trailers are on the other side. And Amity was easy. 90% of Amity was outside. Like that we had there because we had everything in the back fields of Amity like this and just the gym. And actually there they had 2 gyms. It would be nice to be there this year because they have 2 gyms that are air conditioned. So
Yeah.
we don't have that. But that's where we're at.
policies and procedures, nothing,
I know that.
nothing there. Publicity,
Yes.
tell us about all your work, John. I know it's in the packet.
Yeah, the town news, the newsletter, the first thing in there for publicity, that is going out at the end of this month. That I did this is the one I want to focus on, the concerts.
Yes,
So I listed all the concerts and thanked the sponsors, especially the two main sponsors, Amity Physical Therapy and Servpro.
so we have 5 concerts, right?
5
Five
concerts,
concerts this year,
First
yes.
one, July 1st.
July 1 is the first one, yeah. July 8th, July 15th, July 22, and July 29.
And how many of these groups are new this year, or have they all performed before?
Actually, there are 4 of them are new. Garrett Sack, American Jukebox Live, Kathy Thompson Band's new, Ace and Friends is new, and the O-Tones is new. The only one that's returning is Bernadette's, and that's because their show, they only played for a little bit
Okay.
last year because it got rained out.
Oh,
Did
Yeah.
they get rock runners again, or?
No,
No,
not
they were-
this year.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's kind of exciting that we have all new bands.
Yeah, except one. And
Except one, yeah.
like Kathy was saying, she invited them back because their show
Yeah, that
really,
worked out,
it got rained out. Yeah, they only played for a little bit, so.
Okay, great.
And the rest were just camp email blasts that went out. The newsletter, camp was in last month's newsletter, and this month I focused on the concerts.
Great.
Then one of these is the town's doing bike classes. I put that in there because we sent it out,
Okay,
free bike classes.
nice.
Is that new? I don't remember bike classes.
Yeah, that
It's
is
a
like
great-
a new thing they did. Yeah, I think it was done with a grant they got. So they were able to, they got money to hold classes, yeah, yeah. And then, this is for the camp, on the Facebook page. And stuff about the pickleball courts, like all the stuff, the work's been done and, they're back open. It's on the town website, our website, our new office summer hours, I put out there.
Right, right.
And then the last one I also always put in the Woodbridge, I don't know how many people will read it, the Woodbridge Town News. They used to send it out to all the people in town,
Yeah,
but now it's just a website, but they do put all the concerts on there too and advertise them.
great.
And camp was also put on their website last month. So like last month I focused on the concerts, summer camp, and then this month I focused on the concerts.
Perfect. Looks very good.
Okay, just to go back on, excuse me for a minute, just to go back on summer camp like this. For safety reasons, the Woodbridge Basin safety rules were posted on every door. And it says here that exit doors must be closed and locked at all times. No doors can be propped open at any time, and it's posted on every door. Everything like this. And the Recreation Department has put a personnel at each door that has an entrance and an exit for camp during the entire summer.
Okay.
And we have a director for that. And we're also, Vinnie Lynch is the school safety personnel, Officer Lynch, and he has one of our radios, and he's connected, and John Michael has my fire radio, and he's connected to the police. So we have 2 individuals at 2 ends of the camp at all times that are instantly connected to the Woodbridge Police
Oh,
Department.
Bernie's dance.
Okay,
Yeah,
great,
just wanted to make sure we got that.
great, thank you.
Okay.
Okay. And correspondence,
That's the field.
and field requests.
Yep.
So there was the one correspondence where the letter to the families about the.
Yeah,
camp.
yep.
Yeah, and then yes.
That was also followed up with emails placed on the town website and everything.
Perfect,
Someone has it.
perfect. But you know someone will show up tomorrow.
Well, I'll be here.
I know.
I'll be here in the front.
I know, yeah. Okay, so we have field requests. So you want to take us through this, John?
Yeah, so I looked through everything. It's the same request as last year for the fall, for the late summer,
Okay,
early fall. I didn't see any conflicts or anything. I can go over a couple ones that are a little different, that aren't the normal teams.
Okay.
But they did do it last year. This Me Too, I don't know how to pronounce the last name. Kaushik?
there's that.
They're a group residents,
Okay,
and we haven't charged them in the past, it's a one-off event where they just play soccer on the center field.
okay,
And they usually, they sign waivers instead of doing a certificate of insurance.
okay.
And then Everson, it's like his normal request. The adult soccer leagues, that's their normal request on P's. Beth Wood's normal request. Everyone had the same request as last year. And then this was the only different one, which you guys approved last year too, was Chapel Haven for the Special Olympics softball,
Right.
which you guys did not charge them last year. They're a nonprofit. They do Special Olympics softball practice on center field on Tuesdays.
Okay.
So
And are there some residents of Woodbridge in that group?
when I asked her, I don't think
I don't think so.
I don't think there is.
because
Yeah, no.
Chapel Haven has residences in New Haven.
Yes. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, well, I know last year you guys didn't, it's up to you guys. They did submit their certificate of insurance.
My only question is, does anyone else want the field for that day and time?
No, I actually put them on center on Tuesday because there's no one at center on Tuesday. That's why West River has Bethwood on. They wanted center originally. Not center, I'm sorry, West River, but Bethwood is at West River, so I said they could.
And I think it's important to support Special Olympics.
No, absolutely, I just wanted to make
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah,
that
sure.
it wasn't-
That's why you
Yeah.
moved it from West River to Center.
Yeah.
To center, yeah.
I agree.
So the lady's very nice too, who organizes it.
Yeah.
She's very organized. And then I forgot the Woodbridge Soccer Club, which is the youth soccer. They do their same request at Pease.
Okay. So that's
And
right.
I'm sorry, really quick. Amity High School has to give me their insurance, which I know their insurance starts July 1. So they usually get it to me after that. Woodbridge Soccer Club, their insurance is good till September 1, and then they need to send me a new one. And then Everson Soccer needs to send me his COI for September. All these groups always do, I just
Okay.
wanted to let you know.
Okay, thanks.
Yep.
All right.
So you guys usually do it like contingent on them
Yes.
getting their insurance in.
Yeah. Okay. So we can do this as kind of a group?
Yeah.
Okay. So do we have a motion to approve all of the requests for field requests
Yes.
and contingent on having all of the insurance in place at the required time?
Yeah.
And to not charge the group for the Special Olympics as well. So do we have a motion to approve that, Jane? Oh, okay.
Either way, I could be second. it's fine.
Okay. And Jane, you made a
Second.
motion to?
Second?
Second.
Okay. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, wonderful. Thank you for organizing that so well, John.
Yeah, no problem.
Any other business? I don't think we have any other business.
Oh, we had I forgot the name of the Knicks camp, it was called
Fast break. Yeah.
Fast Break. Yeah, our recreation sponsors Fast Break. Like this, Nick Vittorio was the basketball coach in high school. This year, he had 47 children in his program. Like this, it's a week before camp starts at Amity.
Wow.
So it was
Wow.
very, very successful, and I think about 90% of the students that were involved were from Woodbridge, and then Bethany and Orange also were involved in it.
Great.
It was great, it was good.
That's great.
I have a question related to that. Is he available to do like a workshop or something somewhere later in the year? If that's such a popular,
Oh, yeah.
like maybe that's a program rec could run
I'm-
and chart.
I can't believe you're saying that, because today when he was leaving like this, we were talking, and he said to me, he says, well, maybe we'll do something during the year like this. And I said, okay.
Seems
That was
like
our
it's
conversation,
super
but now I'll get
popular.
back to him. Yeah, I'll get back to him like this and set something up so that we don't follow
I thought you
over.
had one in
Plus,
December,
we
Maybe.
were also asked, our running club early in the morning is really good, and the kids want to have it in the winters. So what we're going to do next year is, well, we'll have it in the fall, but then Tuesday, Thursday morning in the winter in South Gym, and when it's nice out, we'll go outside the whole time on the Conventus loop. And then if it's not, we'll do inside the gym just 2 days a week instead of all 3.
Great.
And that was brought to us by the kids.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
So, we're doing good. And fall, winter, and spring this year, we're well over, actually almost like 350 each time of students using our program for the fall, winter, and spring. It was a very good year for us because like this, and our programs, and Dave Cohen running our after-school programs, it's amazing how he can remember every child's name. I can't remember my own sometimes. But he does like this, and he runs a great program.
That's great. I mean, there's no doubt that it's a very dedicated group of coaches.
You hire good people
and staff.
do good
Yeah,
work.
definitely,
That's what it is.
Anything else?
That's it.
The next meeting is.
No July.
No July,
No July meeting.
August. Hold on.
What is it, 23rd?
25th.
Oh, 23rd.
Yep.
Well, without further ado, do we have a motion to
Yes.
adjourn this meeting at 7:30? And have a great summer and see everyone at the concerts and around town.
I didn't think it would get that hot quick, but I'm starting to sweat.
Yeah, I think they have it.